All right, good morning, everybody. We're outside now live at the Pauley Jail Detention and Mental Health Seminar. And we're going to do some one-on-one interviews with the manufacturer. So, standing here, we have Will Alderson from Willoughby Industries. And Will, here's one of the questions about your new lock line. What is Willoughby Locking Systems doing differently in the detention lock market versus your competitors?
So a couple different things that we're doing differently. Obviously, we've stated, and you can see down here, we're doing everything out of stainless steel now. And that's the first in the marketplace to be doing it out of stainless steel. Something else that we're doing that has not been carried over in the past with lock manufacturers is customer service. We have a phone line you can call if you need help or keying or solutions. We pride ourselves on our plumbing side and having a track record over decades of having great customer service. We're carrying that over to the lock side as well.
Great. I have a question for you just on my own. Mm-hmm. I know that we've had many meetings, and you're the first detention lock manufacturer going back to even Pauley Jail Building Company in the 1800s that's building the locks out of all stainless. Now, I know we know some of the benefits, but how do you justify to people who say, well, Joe or Will, isn't that stainless steel lock going to cost so much more than a cold rolled steel lock?
Yeah. So we had to take a look at that at the very beginning. If you're doing a cold rolled steel or a mild steel lock, you have to send that out to get coated after you've done processes, and then do processes again once it gets back in, whether it be chase tapped holes or file in and dial in dimensions. For us, we buy a tremendous quantity of stainless steel, so our cost over what it would be to be mild with coating is negligible compared to the mild with coating.
Great. That'll do it. Well, let's go over to Willoughby and see what they have in the plumbing fixture side. Regarding plumbing fixtures, when it comes to appealing to the mental and behavioral health care markets.
Okay.
I know when you started anyway.
We've had a lot of different product innovations that deal with mental health. And one of the biggest things is people don't like the institutional look of stainless steel. So, and oftentimes what we're being asked to do inside these facilities is we actually come back in and powder coat the stainless steel. You still have the durability and the vandal resistancy of the stainless steel, but we powder coat it to give it the look of a more traditional plumbing fixture.
Well, we're actually doing that in the steel cell mental health units that we're putting together.
Yes,
correct?
we are. Yeah, you'll see that in the steel cell mental health cell right here.
All right, here's the second question. Does Willoughby have a way to come on site for a demonstration or audit if we are not sure it would be a good fit for our facility to do the water management cost savings?
Yes. So this vehicle that you're seeing right here, this is the Willoughby demonstration truck. We bring this up to the facility department. We can go over it with the maintenance personnel and then go into the facility, perform the audit, be able to tell them what they would need to replace and what they would need to be able then to retrofit with new valves and new controls to be able to get the benefits of water management with water savings and reduce sewer and water costs.
Great. Yep, that's it. All of Titan's products fire rated, and I know we've gone over your doors and frames before, but I think we might want to address the new sliding door device that you have.
Yes, good question, Joe. Yes, the 3 hours slider is fully tested. We have ASTM testing for impact. We have cycle testing and a 3-hour fire rating. We also have a 1-hour fire rated 2-inch wall panel that's just been tested in the last 12 months, along with our borrowed lights, our swing doors, sliding doors.
Second question we have is, Philip, how is Titan managing the cost variability component of their products, given today's ever-changing economic impacts of raw materials?
Working with the Pauley Jail building team, as we've been talking about at the seminar with the Bill Westville team, is really looking ahead, figuring out how much product that we need for different projects coming and trying to buy in a bigger scale, bigger quantity. Teaming together with some of our other teammates to try to do a bigger buy with our raw material, paint, insulation, screws, and material like that.
Well, you know, one other thing I would add is I think one of the things that really works for Design Assist, and I think we kind of addressed it in there, was, you know, how do we get the cost down on hollow metal doors and frames and bulb lights? Well, if we customize them and make them all different, they're all going to cost that much more. If we can modularize them and get the bulb lights to be 36 inches in a row instead of 35 and an eighth, 33 and 3/8, all that kind of stuff it actually handles in design assist meetings actually does bring down the cost.
You're 100% right. That does bring down the cost. So if you'll see, 30, 40 to 400 windows on a project, if you can keep them at the same width and the same height, it not only cuts the cost down to manufacturing, cuts the cost down of glass that needs to be kept at the facility for spare, and then the maintenance person or anybody coming in to do the work is able to pull the parts off and know where they go back and get things moving faster.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Loggins.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mike Smith, President and CEO of Steel Cell North America. Mike, one of the questions that came up from the sheriff was, how many cells can you ship in a day delivered to a job site?
Sure, good question. Well, there are different cell sizes, but if we're talking a two bed or one bed cell, we're going to get 4 on the truck. Historically, we've been able to cycle around about 8 trucks, so you're in the 32-ish range daily. That's, and I know your installers sometimes ask for more, but that seems to
Be about the right number.
Yeah, be about the right number.
Okay, and almost a follow-up question, and this varies, and it probably depends on your answers. It's going to depend on how fast you can get all the submittals done. But how many cells can Steel Cell produce in one day?
One day, again, it's kind of like a car. How many cars? Is it an SUV? Is it small? But the normal cell, our production line is set up for about 20 a day. It'll fluctuate. A little simpler, less things on the inside, a little simpler design. We've hit 30 before. Some of the more complex, 12, 15, but the average when we look at planning is about 20 a day.
Well, I think almost a follow-up to that question would be, how much, I know you guys have added on storage space, so how many cells can you actually store at your site?
One of the biggest things that we have made an investment in is this new storage staging facility. And today we can store about 1,500 units on site, ready to go to a job site.
All right, great talking to you, my
Thank
friend.
you, Jeff.
All right, I'm here with TJ Rogers, President and CEO of Accurate Door Controls. TJ, we got a couple questions from the audience. First one is, what are the biggest challenges when reviewing video, forensic video searching?
Well, the biggest challenge is, how do you find the event? It happened over the course of, say, 10 hours. How do you find that event? And some of the new technologies that are coming available allow you to do artificial intelligence. And you can search different things like, the person was wearing a white shirt with gray pants, and every event with a white person with gray pants, it'll pull that up automatically. You can more quickly find the issue. We actually have Hanwha here today, and we can demonstrate that for the people that are here.
Okay, great. All right, the second question is, how can an owner learn more about the innovations that Accurate is bringing to the industry? Well, obviously, this seminar is a great way for that to happen, right?
Yeah, so the seminar is a great way for us to talk about the new innovations and actually learn about new ones. But really getting together to understand what the needs are of your facility, how you want to operate, and then we can come up with ways to utilize the technology for the functionality that meets your facility needs. But we need to get together.
All right, thanks, man. Yep, that'll do it. All right, everybody, we're now signing off from interviewing the manufacturers under the tent. We have about another half hour out here to meet the manufacturers, kick the tires, and about 12:05, we're going to break from here, go inside for lunch. And the people on the web stay out here, and then we'll catch you after lunch at about 1 o'clock.
Give you a little point of reference. So they're talking about the Westville project and with Steel Cell. And the luminaire that's going into that cell is this fixture right here. So this is what we call a doorless design. So on that environmental side, there's no moving parts to this fixture. The LED